Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Source Versa dab of the day. And I'm getting my new one, too. Hello, everybody. It's the real Senior Stoner. We're also going to be having Calistripes today. I'm in love with my Calistripes guy. Hello, everybody. Today is Friday. When I was a kid, besides having a horrible family life at home, I was told I was very clever. But what does clever mean? Being clever is linked to intelligence, but it's not quite the same thing. Cleverness is often how you come across to other people, how quick you are at analyzing and acting in situations, and how clever or creative your ideas are. As a kid, I was cute, and I was a class comedian, class clown, whatever it was, but that meant you had to be quick. So, cleverness isn't learned, okay? But you can work on developing your cleverness. Let's discuss how. Well, sometimes people appear clever in the moment, they call it. If you wait during a conversation and listen to the different participants before you jump into the fray, you'll appear more clever, simply because you've had more time to listen to different opinions and sides and evaluate these options before giving your opinion. It's another great way simply to avoid looking the opposite of clever, by not just opening your mouth first and saying whatever comes into your head. Often the person who speaks last is less likely to simply point out the obvious or regurgitate facts. Instead, they usually come up with something more creative or more original, which people are more likely to remember. Well, clever people tend to have what they call pocket facts. Facts you can kind of whip out in an argument and support whatever claim you're making. Chances are you're not going to be able to have facts to every single argument you're going to get into, potentially. So you kind of got to pick ones that are important to you. So it's really good to gather some facts, real facts, for things that everyone assumes are true. Blowing assumptions out of the water can make you appear very clever. Try to learn the appropriate lingo, they call it, the vernacular, because every single group of people or workplace has lingo that goes with it. It can come in the form of acronyms, abbreviations, or even nicknames for certain things. On a ship in the Navy, we're going to the head. That's not what you call it back here on land. So not knowing terms might make you feel uncomfortable and you'd have to lie. So if you don't know the lingo someone's using, you got to pay attention to the context of words. You can usually figure out the basic meaning from that. Otherwise, ask someone in private so that everyone doesn't end up knowing that you don't understand everything they're saying. Be persuasive. Oftentimes, persuasiveness and cleverness are linked in people's mind. Doing one can correlate with or over the other one. Having your pocket facts and speaking last can help you be persuasive. But so can a few other things. Oftentimes a problem doesn't need a complex solution. Oftentimes it's right in front of us, and it might seem counterintuitive, but the simplest solution, sometimes the most useful one, as well the one we tend not to think of. Humans are bent to find something difficult and complex to get their way out of. Well, not falling into that trap can make you stand out as a clever person. Maybe often a good question to ask when looking for a solution might be, what can you do less of? Usually, that can help weed out some of the more or less productive options. You also want to ask yourself specific questions about things. That'll lead to increased confidence. Your body language will send a message to the group you're near or around or with, and even to yourself, to your own brain, into tricking it that you are actually confident. Walk with a confident stride, feel like you belong, and maintain open body language, not closed body language. Think positively or neutrally about yourself, not negative. No, I'm a loser. No, boy, am I stupid. None of that. And stop comparing yourself to other people. Don't get into a cleverness conversation with a TV announcer. Okay? Intelligence, cleverness is not a competition. And by turning it into one, we're only going to feel worse about ourselves as we irritate and drive away the other people with our need to be the best. It's all about building skills. All about thinking outside the box to reconceptualize the problem, to daydream, to brainstorm, to always consider the worst that can happen. That's right. Because when you're setting parameters and coming up with ideas for potential solutions, by golly, if you don't come up with the worst case scenario to solve the problem for, why do it? So with you, with all of us, with everyone, we need to continue to learn an evolution of ourselves as we study clever people to see ourselves becoming cleverer. And don't assume that you've reached the pinnacle of cleverness just because you think you're clever. You've got to always ask yourself, what makes that person clever? Hey, wait a second. Are they able to come up with facts and figures on the spot? How? How do they present creative solutions all the time? We need to pick out the cleverest traits out of the cleverest people that we know or observe and incorporate those traits to ourselves. It's extremely important as we do this to try to remember information. The easy way, if you can do it, to seem clever is to practice memorizing facts and informations like the pocket facts we talked about so that you're able to recall them with ease. Paying attention to information the first time around will help. Writing things down a couple of times will help. And frankly, choosing carefully what you want to remember will help. There's only so much room in our minds. It's all about different degrees. We're all different people. And we're all going to come up with different clever concepts and ideas. And be creative. It's really cool and exciting when we all harness our energies to try to be more clever. There's nothing nasty, nothing harsh in being clever. It's not political. It's for our health. So, hope you enjoyed today's video about being clever. If you did, be clever and subscribe to Senior Stoner. Join the family. Sugar, stop digging, please. As always, don't forget to send a like my way, and I respond to all comments. Here we go with our hit from the source, Versa. We're going up at 550 degrees. Sugar, please stop. Stop with the carpet. Stop now. Thank you. Everybody have a great day. Here we go. That was quick, right? Look at this milk. Wow. I really forgot how good the Versa was. One of the best things about the Versa is that you can always pull out and clean the reclaim chamber. There's not going to be any mess that you can't clean up. Wow. Thanks for joining me today, everybody, for the Source Versa dab of the day. And let's all find a way to be more clever. Cheers.